Hello everyone, I'm here at Wilton Lodge Park in Hawick, Scotland, down in the Borders, and I want to show you two things. Firstly, this Hunkydory magazine. It was quite expensive for me at £15, but I am glad I made this investment. I'll unpack it in a wee tick. The other thing is this ornate bandstand, the Elliot Bandstand, a replica of the original bandstand, and interestingly, it's rather thematic to the magazine. Okay, I've got it out now, and it's this magazine here called Hunkydory. It's £15, $14.99, so I got it in Asda and I saw it in Morrison's, and then I re-got it in Asda because I've never spent that much on a magazine. I like craft magazines, but I don't want to buy too many of them. And when I saw this was £15, I was like, God, that's gorgeous, because it's like very orient, and I was like, I'm not spending that much money on a magazine. I went away, saw it in Morrison's, saw it in Asda first, saw it in Morrison's. I looked at it again, I was like, oh, it's so lovely. By the time I went back to the Asda again, I was like, that's it, I'm going to get it. And I was so glad I did. Because the other magazines I think they're about £8.99 normally, like the craft magazines, and for that bit extra you get so much more. And I'm not sponsored by this, not sponsored by anyone, this is just like my opinion and I wanted to share it. You get so much. So I'll put that there. Like, you get these cutouts, well, they're kind of like, they pop out. So here we've got like a mountain, the pagoda, the cherry blossom, koi carp, and nice sentiments for a lovely couple. Thank you, now and always. I do like their sentiments, and this set's called Tranquil Days, and I do feel like the blue just suits this bandstand. It's just, oh, I could see a big painting in here done like that. And with this you get these papers. So that this here's card, this is a paper, and it also has the fish and lily pads on it, and on the other side it has that traditional Japanese design. And this is a card piece, really thick, and that's has the fish bordered. And also what you get is Peaceful Place set. Here we have a lovely sentiment: life takes you to unexpected places, love brings you home. Lanterns, pagodas, style buildings, not sure what the real name for that is, and a bonsai. And as we say, these just, I think this one pops out a bit, you can see they just pop out. And here you have the lantern card with the cherry blossom here, and I think there may be paper to go with that. Sure. This is the cutesy cat that I really wanted, and all these pop outs here, cherry blossom fan, some geisha style ladies, and this is called Lots of Luck. And this is the paper, the cherry blossom paper, once again with our traditional oriental design on it. It's like with the sort of geometric circles. And this is the card with the cat and the trim. And not only that, there's one here that suits well with the cherry blossom. This is a card as well. Could be used for the fish because that had this pattern on it. And here we've got Birds in Blossom. I mean, I think you're going to be quite surprised because I was shocked. This isn't even half of it. It's fantastic. We have the birds in blossom, spread your wings, always a nice saying. What's this one down here? Wishing you a day as special as you. Whoever wrote these are very good. I guess the midges are starting to come out now. And this is a lovely paper with 3 of the birds on, and then a very traditional pattern. And you also get a card with that, with the one bird. What else do we have? We have more cards. One with cherry blossom diagonal design. One with like a cherry blossom print. Simplified down. Bamboo. And nice floral designs here, like florals. Very much like the designs in this bandstand. So it does have that sort of Victoriana feel where they were very inspired by the Orient. And we have it here again. And this geometric pattern is very traditional. We have some lovely bamboo paper and the geometric pattern on the back. And that's not it. It doesn't stop. We have a set of actual writing paper, or I do believe that these are card inserts possibly. So they all have emblems on them that reference the 4 themes that they had. So this one is a very subtle drawing of the fan. This one is of the bird. And we've got another nice bird one. So it's really sort of the muted down, almost watermark version of what you're getting. This is a cat. Oh no, I love it. It's lovely. Oh, this fish one. Oh my gosh. That's so stunning. I mean, if you don't use them as card inserts, that's writing paper. Or say you had to print a certificate or something. Oh, it's lovely. And there's the pagoda style building with the mountain and the bonsai. Everybody loves bonsai. They're just lovely. Very hard to keep with. And the lantern with the blossom. And there's one more. I know, £15. I really don't think I could buy. Oh, you get 2 of the lantern. That's an odd one. 2 of them. I don't think I could buy all this for 15. And you also get a lovely bamboo and blossom embosser, which you can either ink up and emboss, or emboss for that classic sort of one-tone look. You get five stamps, is it? Or 3, 5? Five stamps. The fan. So once again, these all relate to the designs because it's so like strong. The way they've designed it is all knitted in. Oh, sending you love and light. I like that. With a grateful heart. And I think these are quite unusual sentiments. And you've got the lantern and the fan and the singlet flower. What is it? The cherry blossom. So you can use that to build up like a lot of dimensions within the print on its own. And then you have a die set, which is the 2 cherry blossoms, which are slightly different, and one of the birds. And obviously you could cut away the bird if you don't want it in, you want it to build up a blossom scene on its own. And then the magazine, I do find the magazine itself different from the rest because I would say it's focused on design, the designers, and less on adverts. I'm not sure how much you're allowed to show magazines, but quite often I'll give an example. All the way through we have the designers and how they focus on the materials or the crafting tools given, embossers or whatever, the dyes, and then it goes straight on to the next designer, what have they done. And this is really nice how they've mimicked that porcelain, Chinese porcelain pottery on the card, and it does this all the way through, so it's just filled with many different designs, and I hope to make some of these designs and do some of my own. And they also have ones that you can download to make like templates, and if I get the box, it was this lantern. This is actually, when I was looking at the lantern, it was actually that is lit up because they used transparency here, like tracing paper almost, and they printed on them, or maybe it was vellum, kind of vellum. And you don't get given the dies for this, but you do get given the download or the instructions to make it, which is very good. And anything that they do advertise in here, I think it's the Hunkydory products, so they might advertise one of the ranges, but literally nearly all the designs in the magazine were about what you were given, so it wasn't sort of saying away and go get this other stuff. Everything, the majority, was about what you were given. And I think I'll look at that lovely blue one. But I must say that's the sun is literally going down behind the trees. So I think I have to call it a night here, and I'll get home and start designing a card that I want to do that's inspired by the film Spirited Away, and the castle in the Spirited Away had very similar wallpapers to this, and I want to try and make a vignette scene out of it. But I'll also try one or two of these cards and use up all this material. Not an inch will be left. Well, thank you very much and good evening, and have a lovely night.